Now suppose we have this question that is 0.2x plus 0.3y equal to 1.3 and 0.4x plus 0.5y equal to 2.3. This is one question we have. Okay. Now it's a little look complicated to solve the question. So what we will do, suppose part 1 we will take, this one is number 1 equation, this is number 2 equation. So take equation 1. So 0.2x plus 0.3y equal to 1.3. Because all are having point, so what I'll do, I'll remove these points and make it into fraction. So I can say 2 by 10x plus 3 by 10y will be equal to 13 by 10. Then 2 by 2x and whole 10 will be the LCM plus 3y will be equal to 13 by 10. This 10 get cancelled. 2x plus 3y equal to 13. Or I can say 2x equal to 13 minus 3y, or x will be equal to 13 minus 3y by 2. This we will keep. So this is what I got from here as a equation of x, value of x. Now we'll say put x equal to 13 minus 3y by 2 in equation 2. So what is your equation 2? 0.4x plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. So we will also simplify same way what we simplified here. We will simplify this part also. So it will become 4 by 10 x plus 5 by 10 y will be equal to 23 by 10. So same 10 will be LCM. 4x plus 5y is equal to 23 by 10. 10 got cancelled. 4x plus 5y equal to 23. Now, so what is your x value? This is your x value. We'll put that value of x here. So 4, what is your x? 13 minus 3y by 2 plus 5y is equal to 23. Now 4, this one can cut 2 2 ja 4, 2 13 ja 26 minus 6y plus 5y is equal to 23. Now from here 6y minus 5y minus y equal to 23. 26 will go that side, minus 26. So minus y equal to minus 3 or y equal to 3. So this is what we got, y value equal to 3 here. After this we have to find the value of x also. So we have been given x equal to 13 minus 3y by 2. So where y is equal to how much? 3. So we'll put 13 minus 3 into y is 3 by 2. So 13 minus 6 by 2. So 7 by 9. So 4 by 2, that is 2. Now next question which we have is root 2x plus root 3y equal to 0 and root 3x minus root 8 y equal to 0. Now this is, we cannot do any simplification here. We will take this one is equation number 1, this one is equation number 2 as earlier. We will say take equation 1. Now when you took equation 1, root 2x plus root 3y equal to 0. So from here what we will do, x we will take out. So it will become 0 minus, this one will go minus root 3y and 2 will come this side by 2, that is by root 2. Okay, this is clear. This root 3y will go that side, minus root 3y, 0 has no value and root 2 will go down. Now this is what value of x we got. We'll put it in equation number 2. Now put x equal to minus root 3y by 2 in equation 2. Now when you take in equation number 2, root 3 x minus root 8y equal to 0. Now root 3 x is our minus root 3y by root 2 minus root 8y equal to 0. Now root 3 and root 2, we cannot do anything. Root 3 will just multiply with this. Root 3 into root 3, 3y by root 2 minus root 8y equal to 0. LCM we will take, there is nothing, means 1 is there. So root 2 directly root minus 3y minus, here what will happen? Root 8, 1, how much? Root 2. Root 2 will multiply with root 8. Now root can multiply. Root 2 into root 8 will become root 16. Is it clear? 2 8 is 16. Now 16 is a value of what? 4. Okay. So directly I will write here 4y is equal to 0. Now what will happen? So this one will become root minus 7y equal to root 2 will go multiply with 0 becomes 0. Then y will be equal to 7 will go down 0. Now what is your x value? X will be equal to minus root 3y by root 2. So where minus root 3 into 0 by 2, that means 0. So x value also is 0, y value also is 0. So now question number 6th part. So here what we will do, try to simplify it as much as possible. So we'll say this is your one equation number, this is your equation number 2. So take equation 1. Now what we will do, 3x by 2 minus 5y by 3 equal to minus 2. Take the LCM of 3 and 2, that will be 6. Then 2 3 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9x, 3 2 ja 6, 2 5 ja 10y equal to minus 2. Now from here 9x minus 10y equal to minus 12, or I can say 9x equal to minus 12 plus 10y, or x will be equal to minus 12 plus 10y by 9. So this is what value of x we got from here after simplifying. Now put x equal to minus 12 plus 10y by 9 in equation 2. In equation number 2 we will put. Now first we will simplify this one. So x by 3 plus y by 2 equal to 13 by 6, that is what it is given. Now we will simplify 3 and 2, 6 will be their LCM. Then 3 2 ja 6, 2 into x 2x, 2 3 ja 6, 3 into y 3y equal to 13 by 6. 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 will go that side, or you can cut this 6 and 6 down under. So this is the simplified form of this equation. Now we will do here, put value of x. Now here x will be what? Minus 12 plus 10y by 9 plus 3y equal to 13. Here we cannot cut 2 and 9, so we will multiply the 2 inside. 2 12 are 24 plus 2 10 are 20y by 9 plus 3y equal to 13. Now if 3 is the remaining, we will take the LCM of whole. So 9 will be the LCM. This part will remain same and here 27y equal to 13. Now 9 will go that side, minus 24, 20 and 27 will become 47y is equal to 9 3 is 27, 9 1 and 10 11, 117 it is becoming. Now again solve it, 24 will go that side, 47y is equal to 117 plus 24, y equal to this one. If you add 7 4 11, 2 3 4, 141 by 47. So 47 in the table 47, if you try, so it will go by 3. So y is equal to 3. Now we will go for the value of x. So x is equal to what? Minus 12 plus 10y by 9. So minus 12 plus 10 into 3 by 9, minus 12 plus 30 by 9. So minus 12 plus 30 will be 18 by 9, that is 2. X equal to 2 is the answer. So in exercise 3.3, so this is your question number 2. What is their question is, there are two equations. These are the two equations, 2x plus 3y equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y equal to minus 24. Now in that you have to solve the equation. So that means you have to get the value of x and y. Then after finding out x and y, we have been given that find the value of m also, where y is equal to mx plus 3. This is another part of that question. Okay, that second part of the question we'll do later. So you know how to find out the x and y value of a equation. Okay, so we'll go through. So what is your, how you have to do? Suppose you take equation 1 and equation 2, this one. So take equation 1, then 2x plus 3y is equal to 11. So in substitution method, what we used to do, 1x will keep here and other things all will go that side. So I'll do directly here, 11, 3y will go that side, minus 3y, and 2 was there, so 2 will come down. So directly I used to write this then. Okay, one step I have not taken, not written. So after that, what value of x we got? This is your value of x, we'll put in the equation number 2. So put the value of x in equation 2. So 2x minus 4y equal to minus 24. Then x will be what? 11 minus 3y by 2 minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Now because 2 will get cut, 11 minus 3y minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Then 3y and 4y minus plus, so this will give me minus 7y is equal to minus 24, and then this 11 also will go that side, minus 11. So minus 7 will go down. So what will remain here? Y. So 7 will go down and there will become minus 35 by minus 7. So this minus 7 has gone down. So minus get cancelled. 7 5 is 35. So we got y value is equal to how much? 5. So same way we will find the x value, that is 11 minus 3 into 5 by 2, which gives me 11 minus 15 by 2, that is equal to how much? Minus 4 by 2 minus 2. This is your value of x. Now after this, what we have to find? We do not have to find only x and y. Okay, in previous number 1 question we have to solve the equation. That means you have to get the value of x and y. Here not only x and y, we have to find the value of m also, where this is the equation it is given. Okay, what we have been given equation we'll write. So since y is equal to mx plus 3, so everywhere what value we can put? Y value is how much? 5. So we'll put this one y as 5 equal to m x. X is our what? Minus 2. So m x is your minus 2 plus 3. Now 3 will come this side. 5 minus 3 is equal to, this one will become minus 2m, or this one will become 2 is equal to minus 2m, or I can say minus 2m is equal to 2, m is equal to 2 by minus 2, which gives me m is equal to, from here minus and 1, so minus 1. So m is equal to minus 1 is your answer. Now what is your question? The difference between two number is 26. So there may be two numbers whose difference are how much? 26, and one number is 3 times the other. One number is 3 times the other. Find them. Okay, very simple question this one. So what will be taken? Because we do not have the two numbers, what will take? Both the numbers will take x and y. So let the two numbers are x and y. So the two numbers we took is x and y. Now what we have been given? The difference between two numbers. That means according to the question, what is your question is saying that x minus y, the difference between them is equal to how much? 26. Now then what we have be another part, one of the number, that means suppose we take x, is 3 times the other, 3 times the other, that means our other number is y. So these are the two equations we got. So here little you have to see that already x value from here it is already given. So we will put this x value from equation 2 in equation 1 directly, because x value is given here. Normally what we used to do, substitution from equation 1 we used to take out the value of x, then in second equation we put the value of x. Is it not? Here because already in second equation we have x value, from here we will find out the first value. So we'll say take x equal to 3y from equation 2 in equation 1. So we'll put this x equal to 3y in equation 1. So equation 1 is your x minus 3y x minus y equal to 26. So x will be what? 3y. So 3y minus y is equal to 26, or it will become 2y is equal to 26, or y equal to 13. So 2 will go down, 13 it will become. Then next is, now we got x, we got y. Now we have to find the value of x. What is your x? Is your 3y. So x is equal to 3y, or x is equal to 3 into what is your y? 13. So that means this one, it will become 13 3 is 39. So this is your x. So therefore the two numbers are 39 and 13. So in question number 3 part 2, what is your question? The larger of the two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degree. So one thing we are getting, that the larger, suppose we take any larger number, suppose we take x, that is what happened, exceeds the smaller. So smaller, suppose we take y, so exceeds how much? 18. So this is 18 more than this one. So x equal to y plus 18. This part is okay or not? That x is another one number which is larger number, and y is the smaller number. So the smaller number is how much? 18 degree. The larger is the exceeds the smaller by 18 degree. So this is 18 degree smaller. Okay. So that means 18 have to plus here. Is it clear? This one first part. Now second thing is two supplementary angles. This is another condition which is given indirectly. Two supplementary angles. What are supplementary angles now? There is complementary and supplementary, that I have told you earlier also. So complementary means 90, supplementary means 180. So two supplementary angles, already one condition is saying. So that means the sum of the two angles is how much? 180 degree. That is another condition it is given. So one condition, because of the two supplementary angles, this is the condition, and the larger one is exceeds the smaller one by 18 degrees. So these are the two conditions we got. So this is how you have to get the condition. Now we'll write the solution. So what is your solution will become? So we'll say, let the two angles are x degree and y degree. So why I wrote degree because it is an angle. So now what is your two conditions are saying? One is the larger, that is x, equal to 18 degree exceeds, that means y plus 18, and second equation is your x plus y is equal to 180 because it is a supplementary angle. Now here also we got two conditions. So this is one equation and another equation. So from here we can put the value here. So already, because x value here already is there, is it not? Like previous question. So we'll say, take x equal to y plus 18 from equation 1 in equation 2. So in equation 2 we will put x equal to how much? Y plus 18, and then plus y is equal to 80 degree. Then y plus y will become 2y equal to 180 minus 18. Y is equal to how much? 180 minus 18, 2, 6, 162 by 2, which gives me 81. Y equal to 81 degree. Now we got y equal to 81 degree. Then what will be our x degree? X will be y plus 18, where y is how much? 81 plus 18, which gives me 9. So x equal to 99 degree. Therefore the two angles are 99 and 81. Now this is your third part question. What is here? The coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. Find the cost of each bats and balls. So this is what you have to find. Now there is very easy this one to make. I'll not explain much, so we'll just go through the solution. So solution, you will say, let the cost of each bats is equal to x, the cost of each balls is equal to y. Okay, now what we have, see, 7 bats and 6 balls is equal to how much? 3,800. So 7 bats, how many cost? X rupees, plus 6 balls, how many cost? Y rupees, is equal to how much? Total money 3,800. Just need the explanation. So see, suppose I say there is a 5 pencil of rupees 5 rupees. Okay, 5 pencil of 5 rupees. So what you will become? You have to multiply or not? 5 pencil with 5 rupees you will multiply, that is becoming total rupees how much? 25. So same method, suppose 7 bats we are buying, and how much? X rupees. Okay, So 7 into x will be the total money. Okay. So same way, another cost is always what happened? Number of item with the price of one item. So that will give me the total cost of the thing. So same way, now this side 3 bats and 5 balls. So 3x and 5y is equal to 1750. So this is your equation number 1, this is your equation number 2. Now take equation 1. 7x plus 6y equal to 3800, which gives me x equal to 3800. 6y will go that side, minus 6y, and 7 will go down. So this is the value of x. Now we'll put it in equation number 2. So put the value of x in equation 2. Now we'll write this side. So this one 3x plus 5y is equal to 1750. Now x is your 3800 minus 6y by 7 plus 5y is equal to 1750. Now 3 and 7 we cannot cut, so 3 will get multiplied. 0, 0, 3, 8, 24, 4, 2, 3, 3 is 9, 10, 11, minus 3, 6, 18 y by 7 plus 5y is equal to 1750. So this is what you will get. Okay, we'll multiply this 3 with both of them. Now because I have to take LCM also, 7, so 7 will be the LCM. This side will not become anything, plus 7 5 ja 35y 1750. Now 7 will go that side, multiplied. This side 18 and 35 will get solved. So 18 35 plus minus plus is minus, and sign will be bigger, 35. So that is plus. Now 18 minus 35 how much? 7 1. 17y equal to, now 7 will get multiplied here. 7 so 9450. So sorry, this one is the answer. 12250 will come. Now 17y will be equal to 12250 minus 11400. So 17y will be equal to, this one we will do subtract. So this comes 850. Now y is equal to 850 by 17. So 17, I think 85 is going. 5 ja 5 7 35 5 85. So 17 5 ja 85. So y is equal to how much? 50. Now this is your y value. Now x value we have to find. So I'll write here, suppose x will be equal to, what is your x we got from here equation? 3800 minus 6 in y by 7. Now 3800 minus 6 into 50. Okay, y is your 50 by 7. Now it will become 3800 minus 300 by 7. Now 3500 by 7. So which gives me 500. So therefore cost of each bat is equal to how much? 500 rupees, and cost of each balls is equal to rupees 50. So these are the two answers. What is their question is, a taxi driver charges in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Okay, then what is their question is saying, there is a taxi driver. Okay, now what happened, there is a fixed charge, okay, and there will be a charge for the distance covered. Okay, so suppose you go to any city or any place, so what happened, the taxi, suppose you take a taxi. Okay, now what happened, suppose you got inside the taxi. Okay, if you got inside the taxi also, you have to pay, suppose an amount, that is, suppose like I said 50 rupees, suppose that you have to pay, suppose from here to, suppose I say Salmara. Okay, from here to Salmara you have to go, and then you have to pay at least 50 rupees, that is fixed. Suppose you go to Salmara or you go to like Forest Gate. Okay, you have to pay minimum charge, that is 50 rupees. But after Salmara, if you are going more, so what charge you have to pay? Then what happened, you have to pay some extra. Suppose from Salmara to Bakhalgaon you have to go, so that may be like 20 rupees more. Then Bakhalgaon to suppose Masgaon you have to go, again 20 rupees. It is getting every time 20 rupees addition. Okay, as per you go more. Till Bongaigaon if you go, then again 20 rupees. Okay, so this way suppose you have to pay the taxi charge. Clear this one first thing. So this is what happened, taxi charges are used to be. Now for a distance of 10 kilometers, suppose a person is going for 10 kilometers, he have to pay 105 rupees, that is one part is given, and another, that is if it is going for 15 kilometers, so have to pay how much? 155 rupees. So what will be the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer? Okay, now what will be the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer? Then we have another part of that question, how much distance or a person, how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometer? So if it is going for 25 kilometer, so 10 kilometer means 105, 15 kilometer means 155. Okay, so 25 kilometer will be how much? Okay, that is what question is asking to you. Now, so what you will go through, that first is your, okay, first is what you will do is we will say two variables. What were the two variables we will take? One is your fixed charge, one is your charge per kilometer. Okay, so we will say solution, let the fixed charge paid to taxi driver is equal to x. Suppose we will say this is your x we have to take. Then charge per kilometer is equal to, we will take y. So we take two variables, one is your x, that is your fixed charge, and one is your charge per kilometer, that is your y. Okay, now what is your question is saying, for a distance of 10 kilometer. Okay, so 10 kilometer, how much you have to pay? 105 rupees. Now according to the question, what will happen, see, fixed charge, that is your x, has to be paid. You go inside the taxi, okay, if you sit inside the taxi, you have to pay this fixed charge rupees. Okay, that is your x, plus how much kilometer, per kilometer they have to pay something. Okay, for 10 kilometer, how much money we have taken? Y. So for 10 kilometers, suppose y money have to pay. Okay, so equal to how much money he have paid? 105 rupees have to pay. You understood this one? You understood this one, how I made the equation? Okay, fixed charge plus 10 rupees per kilometer for y rupees is equal to how much? Total rupees is 105. Same way, another one is 15 kilometers, so x rupees have to pay, 15 per kilometer, and total money you have to pay is 155 rupees. So this is your two equations we got. Now solution, you know how to solve. Suppose this is your equation number 1, this is your equation number 2. So take equation 1, x plus 10y equal to 105. So x will be equal to 105 minus 10y. So this 10y will go that side, minus will become, so x value we got this much. Now this x value we will put in the second equation. So put the value of x in equation 2. Now in equation 2, if you put the values, so what is your equation 2? X plus 15y is equal to 155. Now what you have to do is x, you have to put the values. Now x is what? 105 minus 10y plus 15y is equal to 155. Solve it. So this y by will get solved. 10 minus 5, it will be 10 minus 15 will become 5. Y equal to 155 and minus 105. This 105 will go that side. Y is equal to, this one will become 50 by 5. So which gives me y is equal to 10. Okay. So we got the value of y. Now we have to go for x. So I'll partially rub the question. So you can take this equation, x equal to 105 minus 10y. So x will be equal to 105 minus 10 into y, that is your 10. So which gives me 105 minus 100, that is 5. So therefore we'll say, therefore fixed charge is equal to 5 rupees and charge per kilometer is equal to rupees 10. So the taxi driver is taking 5 rupees fixed that have to be given, and 10 rupees for every kilometer. So 1 kilometer 10 rupees, another kilometer again 10 plus 10 20, and then 5 25. Okay, so like that it is given. Now in question one more part was remaining. What was that? That how much does a person have to pay to travel a distance of 25 kilometer. Okay, this part was remaining. Now if it is 25 kilometer going, so what will be the answer? Okay, that is what question is saying. One part is that what is, you have to find out that fixed charge is how much and then charge per kilometer is how much. Now second part is your, that if one person is going 25 kilometer, so how much have to pay. So you will say for 25 kilometer a person have to pay is equal to how much? Fixed charge, that is your 5 rupees. Now we don't have to put x, is it not? So 5 rupees is your fixed charge that have to pay, plus 25 kilometer, how much rupees? 10 rupees. So it gives me 5 plus 250, that is giving me 255 rupees. So have to pay how much rupees? 255 rupees. Now see in this question what it is there. A fraction becomes 9 by 11. Okay. So if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. Okay. So what happened? What it is saying, that if a fraction means what? Any number which is form of fraction, means any number no which are in the fraction form. That means 2 by 3 if I say. Okay, this is a fraction. 5 by 7. it is a fraction. Okay, so any number which will be in the fraction, okay, we don't know the number, so we have only that a fraction will become 9 by 11, it will become 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator. So in a fraction, suppose 2 by 3, which is numerator, this upper is called as numerator and down one is called as denominator. Okay, so 2 is added to both sides of the numerator. I'll explain this part. So find the fraction. No, we do not have the fraction. Now solution, what we will say, we do not have the fraction. Okay, so what we will say, in fraction we will take the numerator part and the denominator part something something, what we used to take, variables, is it not? So we'll say let the numerator of the fraction is equal to x and the denominator of the fraction is equal to y. So therefore the fraction is equal to x by y, is it or not? So if numerator is x, denominator is y, so it will become x by y. Now according to the question we will go, what it is saying, if a fraction, suppose this is your fraction, is it not? If a fraction, that means x by y, will become 9 by 11, it will become 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator. What happened here? 2 is added to numerator also, 2 is added to the denominator also. So what it will become? 9 by 11. This is your question. Okay, understood this one? Then second part, what it is, another part it is saying, if 3 is added to the both and numerator and denominator, so same thing, x by y, what happened? 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, both were 3 it is adding, so what it is becoming? 5 by 6 it is becoming. Okay, so this is your question is. Now we have to solve this equation to get the fraction. So we'll say this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. We'll say take equation 1. Now equation 1 we will take x plus 2 by y plus 2 is equal to 9 by 11. So what we will do here, cross multiplication, this 11 will get multiplied here. So 11 into x plus 2 equal to y plus 2 will multiply with 9 here. So 9 into y plus 2. Now 11 into x, 11x, 11 2 ja 22, 9 into y, 9y, 9 2 ja 18. Now x we will keep, everything will bring that side. 11x equal to 9y plus 18 minus 22, or x will be equal to 9y is 9y, here it will become minus how much? 8 4 by 11. So this is what value of x you got from the equation number 1. Same way we will solve equation number 2 now, and then we will put the value of x there. Now take equation 2, and put the value of x. So equation number 2 we will take x plus 3 by y plus 3 is equal to 5 by 6. 6 will come here. 6 into x plus 3, 5 into y plus 3. Now this one will become 6x plus 18 is equal to 5y plus 15. Okay, then here I will put the value of x. So 6, 9y minus 4 by 11 plus 18 is equal to 5y plus 15. Now we'll simplify. We cannot cut this one. 9 6 54y minus 4 6 4 24 by 11. This 18 will go that side, 5y will bring this side, minus 5y is equal to 15, and 18 will go that side, minus 18. So is it clear that 5y I brought this side, it will become minus 5y, 18 will go that side, it will become minus 18, 15 remain. Okay. Now LCM you take 11, it will remain same, 54y minus 24, 11 into 5, 55y is equal to minus 3. So from here 11 will go up, and 54 minus 55, so minus y minus 24 equal to minus 3 into 11, that is 33. Then minus y is equal to minus 33 plus 24, or minus y is equal to minus how much? 9, or minus minus cancel, y is equal to 9. So this is the value of y we got. Now have to get the x. So our value of x was this much. So we'll put that value of x equal to 9y minus 4 by 11, where 9y, so y is your 9, and y is your 9 minus 4 by 11, 81 minus 4 by 11, 81 minus 4, 70, 7 by 11, 7 there. So x equal to 7 we got. Now in question if you see, that is asking for fraction. So therefore the fraction is equal to, what was the fraction I took? X by y. That means what is your x? 7. Y is your 9. So 7 by 9 is your answer. So what is question number this one? Sixth part, what is there? 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Okay. And 5 years ago Jacob's age was 7 times of his son. Okay. And you have to find their present ages. Whose present ages? Jacob and the son of Jacob. Okay. Now, so one is 5 years hence, that means future, 5 years future, and 5 years ago means 5 years past. Okay. So now what we will say present age? They are asking for present age, is it not? So present age we will have to take x and y. So I will say let the present age of Jacob is equal to x. The present age of Jacob's son is equal to 1. So we'll take the present age of the Jacob and the present age of son. Now one thing is 5 years hence and 5 years ago. Two conditions are given. So 5 years hence, we will say 5 years hence Jacob's age. What will be Jacob's age 5 years hence? If it is x, so in 5 years future what will become? 5 plus will become, Jacob's son will become, son age is equal to y plus 5 will become. Okay. Same way 5 years ago, 5 years ago Jacob's age is equal to what? 5 years ago. Ago means from the present age you have to go minus 5, and Jacob's son age is equal to y minus 5. So these are the ages will become present age, future age and the past age. Okay. Now according to the question, what conditions are given? 5 years hence means these two. Okay. So 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times. So age of Jacob, that means this one is your age 5 years hence, is it not? So this age, that means x plus 5 will be equal to 3 times of his son. So 3 times of the son. 3 times of the son. This is your equation number 1 became. And equation number 2 will be 5 years ago. That means these two. The age of Jacob's age, that means this x minus 5 will be equal to 7 times of his son. So 7 times of the son. This is your equation number 2 it will become. So we'll say take equation 1, x plus 5 equal to, it will become 3y plus 15. Okay, 3 into y, 3 into 5, 15. Then x will be equal to 3y plus 15 minus 5. That will give me 3y plus 10. That is your x value will come out. Then you will put this x value in equation number 2. So put value of x in equation 2. So x minus 5 is equal to 7 into y, 7y, 7 5 ja 35. Now x value we have to put this one, 3y plus 10 minus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. Now y I will bring this side, numbers will go that side. So 3y, and this one we can solve little. So it will become plus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. Now 7y will bring this side, 3y minus 7y is equal to minus 35, and then we'll go this side minus 5. So it will come minus 4y is equal to minus 40. So from here minus 4y is equal to minus 40, y equal to minus 40 by minus 4, so 10 ja, y equal to 10. Now we have to get the x value also. So x will be what? This equation we have x equal to 3y plus 10 will be equal to 3, y is your 10 plus 10, so 10 3 is 30, 30 plus 10, 40. Okay. So what is your x? X was Jacob's age. So therefore Jacob's present age is equal to 40. Jacob's son age will be equal to y, that is your 10. So these are your present ages.